What's up guys, Energy KD, and welcome back to another build. This one is a Pyro melee build. I'm gonna go ahead and put up the stats right now. Now, just like in the other build, the Vigor and the Endurance are both hand in hand. I have them both at 25. Now, the Attunement and Strength are also hand in hand, sort of ish. The only thing is that the Attunement is slightly more stronger, but that's only because I don't want to sacrifice a lot of strength in order to have, beast mode fire spells. So I try to keep them as close as I can. So I added just a little bit more points so I can have more casting spells. But in order for you to have more casting spells, you use the Hexer's Hood, which is part of my gear, which actually allows you to use more spells. Now the Vitality is at 15. You don't really need to raise it any higher than that unless you want to wear heavier armor. And also the Adaptability on this one, compared to my Paladin build, which had no adaptability at all, this one actually has a lot. The reason why is because I PvP with this one more, and what it does, having adaptability makes it so that when you roll, you actually can roll through attacks more easier than you can, because if you have less adaptability, attacks will be much more difficult to roll out of. You can't really roll into a sword attack if you have zero adaptability. I also have 20 Dex, and the reason for this is because I don't want to be limited with the weapons that I want to use. But if you don't really care so much about Dex, you can bring it down to maybe like a 15. But this isn't necessarily how it's exactly supposed to look like, but it's more so supposed to give you a guide on how a Pyro melee should look like, more so. So this is more like a starting point. You can work your way up and change it to what you want it to be. Now this build has no intelligence or faith. I did not add any points at all to intelligence or faith. And the reason why is because some people say it's better to add intelligence so that you have more fire damage, but that's not how you add fire damage. In order for you to have more damage with fire spells, what you really have to do is increase and reinforce the Pyromancy glove. And you can either choose to get the regular Pyromancy glove or the dark Pyromancy glove. But either way, you don't add any points to intelligence or faith in order to have more stronger fire spell attacks. Now the reason why I prefer the regular Pyromancy flame more than the dark Pyromancy flame is because to me the dark Pyromancy flame is more situational. The regular Pyromancy flame is consistently good, and it doesn't get any weaker or stronger the more health or less health you're running around with, as compared to dark Pyromancy flame, which is only strong when your max health has been reduced to less than 75%. The less health you have, the stronger it is. So in order for it to be at its most powerful, you pretty much have to be walking around with like 50% of your health. Now in order for me to prove that the more dead you are, the stronger it is, I went ahead and killed myself a few times, and as you can see, the stats were actually getting higher. So the less health I had, the stronger the Pyromancy flame, the dark Pyromancy flame got better. The only problem with this is that you have to be running around with like no health at all in order for it to be really good, when I could just run around with the regular Pyromancy flame, and no matter what health I have, I know it will be consistently good, so it won't matter. Alright, now onto the spells. We got Flame Swath, or Swath, I don't know how you pronounce it. And then after Flame Swath we got Forbidden Sun, one of the most overpowered fire spells. We got Great Fireball, which is a decent projectile, or you can replace that for Great Combustion. And then after that we got Fire Tempest, and I prefer Fire Tempest over Chaos Storm, really because Fire Tempest is faster and it does just as much damage. Now last but not least, we got the gear, the Fire Claymore, the Pyromancy Flame, I maxed that out. Now after that we got the Dragalic Shield, we got the full Alva set except for the helmet, which I replaced it with the Hexer's Hood so I could use more fire spells. For the rings, I got Ring of Blades, Chlorothy Ring, Old Sun Ring, and Royal Soldier's Ring. Alright, thank you for watching. That's about it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.